So this is all the stuff that I've been storing in part of my little attic space up here for Hope. I redid these rooms upstairs probably about 4 years ago and just boxed all this stuff up and put it up here. I didn't really box all of it up all the way. I had to get some more containers. But I have no room for any of my stuff because all of this is taking up like this whole wall. So Trent's mom has a big walk-in attic space that I cleaned up not long ago. And she said I could put this up here till Hope gets a house to put her stuff in. So y'all know, I mean, aren't we all in this position at some point? Your kids' stuff. I remember when Mama said I need to get my stuff. I didn't want the stuff. Hope probably feels the same way. So all of this is going to go to Pammy's. This is all trash, stuff that I'm just throwing away. And then I also have some stuff that I'm going to donate. So the next step will be, once we get this out, which probably will be towards the end of the week, I've been working all day today. I had a job, had to go to Walmart, then worked on this. So, and I'm not toting all this up and down these stairs, but once this stuff all goes out, then I'm going to move some things from like one place to the next. It's gotten very crowded on the other side of my storage space. So I'm going to reorganize that a little bit better so I can get to it. So yeah, just, don't we do this? We just move stuff from point A to point B to point C, just all around. It's exhausting. Too much stuff. I've been so excited to get back up here. All the bins are gone. We took them all last night. I have just a few more things here, but Pammy has, that's Trent's mom, 2 hanging things in her attic space. So I've ordered like 6 of these, and I'm going to hang these dresses in those and take those over there. That'll give me room in the closet. And so today, what I'm going to do, got my vacuum, I'm going to clean this out. Y'all just kind of actually do it with me here. I haven't turned the light on yet. I got to get the light on over there. But all of this, let's just walk over here. I'll just see all the things with me as I'm doing it. All these are in this little closet here. Boy, that's going to free up so much space too. It's one of my Easter blankets I got to put up. So, let's turn the light. So, way in the back, I'm putting nothing. I'm not crawling on my hands and knees to get stuff anymore. This is just going to be Easter here. These were a few things that I pulled up, not much. I'm going to put my like summer and back to school stuff right here. And then, you know, if you've got one of these weird spaces like me, all the way back over there, the only thing I put in the way back are like children's books that I'm saving for, excuse me, my future grandchildren. So that's way, way back there. But that gives me room to keep like things that I want to get to easily, like these frames maybe. Anyway, and room for some of my other holiday decor that I like to use. So what I'm going to do today is clean out some of this stuff that's on the floor, kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm going to pull the summer and possibly back to school stuff to put around here, and then maybe start decluttering the 4th of July stuff to go over there. Hey y'all, so I am up in the craft room again, where I've spent a lot of time lately. I'm going to go ahead and start decluttering my patriotic stuff. So I'm going to do a little sale when I get finished on Facebook. I do that a lot when I'm decluttering seasonal things. I'll just put some little bundles for sale. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to share with you kind of what things are looking like in my attic space. You should have seen on the earlier part of the video some of the other things that I've decluttered and moved. Hopefully I can get over to my mother-in-law's and share with you kind of where I put everything in her wonderful walk-in attic space. It's so awesome. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling this stuff out, and we'll do a little decluttering, and I'll see what I can get rid of. I think most of this actually went in the dining room, so probably going to hang on to most of it. I usually put this stuff like along the table, and these. I love all these little pieces. These came from Hobby Lobby. You'll see them when I start doing my decorating. Balloons. I don't know. It's so hard. And then this is a bunting that I know I use that. And then this little runner. Let's see if I can share with you. This little runner that's in here. Can't really remember where I got. Oh, I got it at Home Goods last year. So they may still have some more of these. And then these are just some of my hand towels. So, okay. I'm going to keep all of that. I felt like that one would be pretty much things that I'm still using. These, I don't know, but we'll see. Probably do a declutter now and then another one after I get through decorating. Okay, I got this at a thrift store. I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to put out just all this stuff this year. I'm going to incorporate some of my summer stuff that I already have and just put a little. So I'm going to let go of a lot of this stuff. I bought this last year thinking it would be fun for pictures, so I'm keeping that. I do like this. And this came from a thrift store. I may put this like in the center of my dining room table and put the stuff around it. So I'm going to keep that. Love this pillow. Definitely going to use these somewhere. I think there's one of my summer towels. I knew I had a few more. Just take those down and I'll go ahead and wash them. Put that in there, take that out. Have some cups, some more just dish towels. Yeah, I didn't really use that. Looks like it's missing a few stars. There they are. Most of this is just stuff that we use for pictures, so I'm going to keep all of that. So this bag just has nothing but like picture props in it. You know, this kind of stuff. Got a few cups. Got the little things you put over your face. So I'm going to keep that. These need to go down with my summer stuff. I think this thing is still missing one more star. Let me just see if I can see that real quick. So here's all this stuff. I love these. I think I had those just stuck in something. I really enjoy using stuff like this and then florals really better than I do some of the other things. And we are trying to add stuff to church. So if I see anything in here that I think might work at church for some of our stuff, then I'm going to pull that out also. Here's the other little star. So yeah. And then I just have the flags. I've got a couple of these little patriotic skirts, which I probably need to take those out. I feel like Caroline could use those for some of her dress-up stuff. So anyway, so that's going to be it for that one. I may rearrange some of this stuff too. Okay, so let's see here. So 2 things to get rid of so far. just felt like I have gotten just too much of this stuff, and I really haven't looked at it, you know, in a while. So yeah, you know, it just happens. I pick stuff up there, and moving around in this attic has not been fun. All right, so another pillow. So this is a runner that I have used. I really like using just little stuff like this, you know, to kind of tuck in places. So I think mainly a lot of this is just like, you know, plates and things. So I feel pretty sure that most of that I'll use. I've got a little thing downstairs where I keep like seasonal plates and things, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just take some of this out and go ahead and put it in there, and that way if I have something come up I want to use it for, I can. Oh, let's see, I have a couple of these, maybe. I had a few of these that I bought. These are so cute. See, what happens, I start looking at this stuff and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get rid of it because I might want it. These I love. These are some of my favorites. This from the Pioneer Woman. I got them at Walmart probably 3 years ago, and I have 2 of them. This is just more my style. You know, it's just kind of has a little bit of that floral in it. It's not quite so in your face as some of the other stuff, so I know I'm going to keep these. So here's some more napkins and things. I'm going to go ahead and take those down. This little candlestick. I've got several little things like this. So I don't know. I have a feeling I'll regret it if I get rid of some of this stuff before I decorate. I did buy some ribbon last year, which I loved. This polka dotted ribbon. So, and then I think these are so cute. I have a red one and a blue one. I love those. And this little tier tray, I got it at a thrift store. It was $5, it says. But I don't really like decorate tier trays just to set out. I haven't done that in years. I don't know. I tried that and it just got too busy for me. I don't know, just all the stuff. But I do use it for food when I have my little get-together. So certainly going to keep that. So it looks like I'm not getting rid of a lot of stuff. Y'all, this happened before. I can't remember what it was. I was decluttering, and I think I ended up keeping most of it. But if I use it. So these I'm going to go ahead and take downstairs with the other stuff. So that I'm keeping. These for sure. Maybe what I can do is just consolidate some of these bins so there's not so many bins. I think that's been part of my problem. If I could at least cut one bin out, that'd give me a little bit more room. Definitely keeping that. Definitely keeping these. I don't know. I really did not use these. But I'm going to hold off. Just to wait till I get through decorating for it. At least I kind of know what I have now. And then if I decide I want to get rid of some more of it, I will. So that's going. But I really do think if I can consolidate some of these, that'll make it easier for me. Okay, let's see. So this was just a couple of wreaths that I had. I bought this one at a thrift store, and I did use it last year. Then I just have a basket that I'm going to keep that. So this is the one that's so heavy, and I really know why. I got a bunch of plates and stuff in here, and I ended up with too many. So I know I'm going to get rid of some of that. So let's just see what's in here. Oh, I forgot about these. Y'all, aren't those so cute? I think I did this on a pretty recent thrift haul. I love these. Aren't they adorable? And you know, I'm looking for the ones for my summer stuff that were on my dining room table. Haven't seen them. I'm going to look in the other bin again. These are so cute. Oh my goodness. Just look. Just adorable. I'm definitely going to use those somewhere. And then I bought this recently. So I'm just going to hold off. Because I know me, I'll be like, why didn't I keep? Wish I'd kept this or that. Not really into the gnomes much anymore, but my husband just thinks they're fun, and he thinks they're funny, so I try to keep one for every season. Here's the other one of these. And then I have these little tins, a couple of these. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. I've got enough of the little sayings. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of some of these signs. I just don't need as much. And if I don't have it, then, you know, too bad. Okay, so these plates, they are so pretty. And I love using these, but I've got too many. So I need to just count, see how many I have and how many I can get rid of. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I'm going to keep 20, and then the rest of these I'm going to sell because I don't think, they're kind of heavy when they're stored, and I don't think I'll ever need more than that many. Will I? I don't know. Wouldn't this be so cute at a tea or something? Y'all, I mean, they're just little Dollar Tree plates, and I did not even pay $2 for them. I think I got them like maybe $1, maybe even 75 cents. I don't know. We'll see. See there, I knew I was going to do this, but I still think I'm going to work on combining some things. And then I have these little trays, which I use those when I'm hosting. And I have these little stars, this bowl, and then I do have a few pieces that go with those dishes. This one's really pretty. That might be pretty on the back of the potty in the bathroom with something on it. Yeah, and so I just have like 2 of these. I'm not doing good. Let's just go ahead and admit it, because I'm not. But I'm just going to give myself a little bit of grace here, because I do use these things, and if I can combine, then I'm going to feel better. I'm going to try to do a little combo here to make myself feel better. I'm going to put these in a different container. Maybe what I should have called this is just let's see what I've got day instead of declutter day. Because obviously I'm really not getting rid of a lot of stuff, which, you know, that has happened before. And then last year I did these little bags for the grandchildren. I tried several years ago, and you can go back and watch this video from last year because it's already up. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. I call it a summer celebration. And around the 4th of July, I get all the family here, all the little grandchildren, and we just celebrate. We celebrate not just the 4th of July, but we celebrate like things that have gone on in their lives this past school year, what's coming up for them, you know, school accomplishments. We have a lot of birthdays in the summer. So it's just kind of, I have really enjoyed it. And I just did little goodie bags because, you know, that's how I am for all of the kids. They're really not kids so much anymore, but to me they are. So this was Caroline, so I'm probably going to do that again. So I'm just going to keep that there. Okay, so that may be it. I'm going to go back and look, and then we'll just do some reconfiguring. And I do have just a few things I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, so anyway, we'll see. See if I got anything else in here. Okay, I don't, so I'm just going to spend a few minutes just kind of going through and seeing if I can get rid of one of these tubs and look for my little, I just knew they were going to be in this stuff and I still don't see them, my little summer people. So working on that, and then I'm going to share with you what I've done in this attic space. So here we go. Y'all, I knew that wasn't it. I knew that wasn't it. I separated, so I've got some stuff over here. Yeah, I just thought, I just thought that was all of it, but it is not. I should have known. So I don't know. And you know, maybe now that I've kind of gotten this area up here decluttered and I got rid of so much stuff, maybe I have room for it and it won't be stressing me out so much. I don't know, but let's see if we can find those little summer people because I really do want them. I see my cup in here. Let's see, more pillows. I knew I had more pillows because I bought some of these at thrift stores last year. And that one's so cute. And this one I love. Might can fit that one in there or give this a little bit more room. I bet these are my summer people. See, that's why I needed to go through this stuff. Even if it wasn't so much to declutter. I think it is. Yes! Y'all, look at them. Aren't they the cutest little things? I'm so happy. I needed this little joy today. I have been down in the dumps. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have been down in the dumps. So you know what? Let me just give me some little things that make me happy. So there they are. So with those are going to go down and we'll put those in the dining room. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take my little firecracker cup down too. I have been a little firecracker lately. I have just, oh my gosh. You know, I keep a lot of stuff to myself because, I need to. Some of the stuff that I feel I don't really need to be spreading that around because sometimes I feel like, well, is that really who you are because you feel that way? Or is it just, you know, your emotions? I don't know, but I've had a lot, y'all. This year has not been, it's not been my best year ever. And when I say this year, I'm really talking about, you just start, I usually do years like school years almost sometimes. I'm really not talking about so much since January, but kind of, yeah. I don't know. It's just not been really good for me. Emotionally, there's been a lot of stuff that's really gotten to under my skin that's bothered me. This made me angry. Okay, that's one thing that's made me so sad. But you know, when you're sad and you're hurt, or when you're angry, that's really always linked somehow to sadness, I think. So that's probably where a lot of it's coming from. So I got to get my mind in the right frame of mind. Had a great sermon yesterday. Our pastor, it was just such a good sermon. Such a good sermon. And I need to go back and listen to it again. Very good group life lesson with my ladies at church. And, you know, God is so good. He always puts things in perspective. I do want him to change some of my circumstances. I'm not going to lie. I do. I want some of my circumstances to change, but if they are not going to change right now, I've got to do something to kind of get my mindset, I don't know, to get my mind off of things or to look for all the blessings that I have, which I know I have lots. Y'all, I have lots of blessings. My life is not bad. I have lots of blessings. But, you know, we all get down. I mean, I am not mischeerful all the time at all. I don't know, sorry. I got off on this tangent because some little summer people and they made me happy. But anyway, you know, find some things that really bring you joy and make you happy. Do things at your home to give you joy and peace. That's what I do a lot. This is my safe spot. And so this is bringing me joy right now. So I'm just going to say thank you, Lord, for it. It may not be a lot to some people, but to me, it's what I need. So let's get back to what we were doing. So these things, y'all, is that not hysterical? I got this at the end of summer last year. They were on sale. This little sucker right here, it was like $25 at Walmart. It's felt, it's foam. It's foam. And I'm thinking, that's ridiculous. So I did not pay that much for it. I think I ended up getting them half price. So I got him. And then Lady Liberty one. Aren't they so funny? I just thought they would be super cute for, you know, all of our little summer celebration things when we take pictures. So anyway, let's give them a little bit more room in there. These I had on my wreaths. These came from Michael's. Michael's does these. They do these ribbon things every season. And I think they are so pretty. I put them on wreaths, but they would be pretty on the end of mantles. You know, you could just do so many different things with them. But I don't know how I'm going to use them this year, but definitely going to use them. And again, I bought these at the end of the season. So they were probably like 14 originally. So I probably paid about 7. There's no way you could buy that much ribbon for that amount of money. So definitely they are worth that. And then I think I picked up these little stars half off at Walmart. And then I thought this was a super cute little tray to use in the summer at Walmart also. So those things we're just going to keep right in here. And I don't know. I'm going to probably put that pillow somewhere else. This was on the other side of the attic. Yep, so I have a red and white blanket. My son-in-law actually gave me that a few years ago. I love using it in the summer. Another flag pillow. Another one of these. I have a lot of pillows, but if you've been watching me for a while, pillows have been a struggle for me. I don't know, like I can't get happy with my pillows at any season. So I'm going to play around with these when I get ready to put this stuff out, and we'll see. Maybe I can be happy with pillows for the 4th. We shall see. Yet to be determined. Yes, more pillows. I don't think I've had these that long. And then I've got those little headbands in there for pictures. I'm not letting these go until the season till I get here, and then I'll see what I don't want to use. I guess I don't even need to open this. This just has 2 more pillows in it. And then this feels heavy for pillows. It's got a rug in it. So I do have a couple of red pillows. And yeah, I think the only other thing in here is this little rug. I'm probably going to take this out this year and use it, put it outside. You can't see it now. I don't know. Do I want to open this? Not really, but I guess I will. I'm trying to figure out why it feels so heavy. Maybe there's something hidden in there, I don't know. So these red ones I'll probably put, I never use red except for Christmas. I hadn't used red much at Christmas. I'm going to this year, but the 4th. So yeah, this is like one of the rugs, you know, that go under another one. And I think I used it at one point before. I haven't used it outside, obviously, but I used it on the table. But I'm going to put this with my outside rugs because I do have a couple of mats that'll be cute on that. And then 2 red. And then this cute little rag tie, that's what I call them, wreath. That I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll do something with it. So there's that. Okay. I think that's about it now, finally. So here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to put this stuff up, take out the few things that I pulled out, put those in their spot, and then when we're through with all of this, I'm going to see if I can maybe get rid of a few more things and just kind of combine some stuff. But let me get everything back in its spot, and then I'm going to kind of show you how much space I have now. And I don't know if I showed you before. I think I did. But it's so much better. It's so much better since I got rid of all that stuff. So let me go ahead and put this back up, and then I'll share with you what things are looking like. The light is on the other side. I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but we'll see what we can do. So y'all, before, this whole area was slammed packed all the way to the back. I mean, I literally couldn't get to anything. So getting rid of everything, my goal is to keep things right in here where I don't have to crawl and I can grab stuff. Now, in the very back on this side, I have like some of my children's books from when I was teaching and when my girls were little that I'm saving for my grandbabies one day. So those are staying, but I don't think I'm going to need those anytime soon. So this is kind of the way I have it organized now. I do have a few back to school things, and I'm going to keep that right here. And then these are some frames. I don't know how well you can see, but these are some frames that I do use with teas from time to time. So I want those easily accessed. Here are like the pillows and stuff from the 4th. And I may just kind of keep it like this because I got an idea for the other side. And then over here, I have like my football season stuff that I've got that I decorate with. And so that'll go there. Nothing that I have to crawl for. That's the goal. And on this side, this is Easter, and it doesn't, it's not as much as it looks because it doesn't go all the way back anymore. That's empty back there. When we built these, I wish we'd put lights on both sides, and I wish we would have put another door at each end because they're hard to get to. And yes, we could do that. We could, but is that going to happen anytime soon? No. So right now, I'm just trying to make the best of what I have, and maybe later on we can do that. And so this just has like a couple of these tier trays right here. I don't use these on the regular, but when I have events, sometimes I need them, and I don't want to have to crawl for them. So those are going to be right here. This is my summer bin, so whatever little summer decor I'll have. So we'll go straight from Easter to summer, and then my back to school stuff's right over there. And then I had some of this that I use sometimes, so I wanted that to be where I could get to it also. So it's so much better. I mean, I hope you can appreciate it from looking at what I did before, how much better it is. And if you have this space, I mean, I'm 53, soon to be 54. I hate to admit it, but I just can't be crawling on my hands and knees back there anymore, y'all. I'm done with that. Okay, so this side, this is where I'm still kind of working on some things. So that's the fourth stuff that you saw right here. Well, in the back of that, because I didn't pull it out yet, that is like Valentine's Day and my winter stuff. It's not going to stay back there. I think what I'm going to do is move this stuff over here and move that other stuff up, and then the suitcase, I could fit it right in here somewhere very easily. And then over there, I'm going to show you it's Christmas stuff, but I'm going to make some changes in here because I feel like I could put this stuff on this side and bring that other stuff up, and then I can rework where the suitcase goes. This is just like, you can't really see it, but this is like some fall stuff that I bought at thrift stores that it will be incorporated into my fall stuff whenever we take that stuff down later. But I just need a place to put it for the time being. So, work in progress. So, I shouldn't have turned the light off, but this little part right here is like Christmas wrapping. And then over there, which you can't see it, I'm sorry, this is like Christmas stuff that Caroline uses upstairs. But I do think I can rework this. I might even put the suitcase over here, and then I'll be able to have room for my patriotic stuff a little bit better. I'm going to share this with you, even though it is a work in progress. In our lives that way, work in progress. So up here, we had all the prom dresses, homecoming dresses, Hope's law ball dresses, all of it. And they took up so much space. So I got those in bags, as you saw. They're gone. So this is where I'm going to keep like my runners for teas, and even some of the tablecloths. And those are all like the big bows I've made. So yeah, I've still got things that I want to do in here as I'm, kind of working through all this stuff. But for right now, it's pretty accessible to everything. If you haven't seen my video about this closet before, go watch. But this section is like dress up clothes for spirit days. Some of that will probably end up going. These are like consignment stuff for winter consignment. And then I've got some of my little garlands over here. I do use those. These are like little gift baskets that when I pick stuff up, sometimes I put them in here if I need a quick gift for somebody. This is from a tea. I got to get these bagged up. All my bow garlands and bows in there. Extra frames. This is one of the balloon arch stands. And then I have all of these labeled. Redid this, like I said, not too long ago, but probably will do some more. And then mainly over here, there's just still got some of the wedding plates and flatware that we've been using forever. And then just some craft stuff and more ribbon. So in time, I will probably redo more of that. But for right now, I can get to it. So this is a work in progress. I have my little bucket over here of all these frames that I've been using for tea. So all that's going to get kind of rehomed soon. So thank y'all for watching today. This has been kind of a video that's been in the making for a while. So, and I'm still working, but this will give you a little head start. What I've had to do, it's a long story. A lot of the things that I wanted to do, I can't do right now. Financially, time-wise, you name it, I can't do it. So I've had to try to figure out, okay, I can't afford to do this right now, or we don't have time to do this right now. So what can I do with the space that I have? And I want to encourage you with that. Let this just be a little video of encouragement. Who cares if it's Pinterest perfect? I mean, yeah, I like for things to look neat, but you know how many people go in that craft closet? Zero. Me. So the lesson really is you got to make it work for you. If you can find it, if you use it, you can get to it, just go with it. Don't worry about, oh, it's got to be, a certain way. So I've been trying to really think that way, using the space that I have. How can I make this work for me? And some of that does require decluttering. And I know that some of you may think, well, you just took your stuff to your mother-in-law's. Well, yes, that's true to an extent, but the stuff that I decluttered is really not even my stuff. It really belongs, 95% of that belongs to my oldest daughter. And she just is not in a place right yet where she can, she doesn't have room for it. And I understand that. But she will. So that stuff's never coming back to my house. It's going to go straight from there to hers when she gets a house. So I did declutter it because I've just been keeping it here for years. I mean, like she's been out of school, well, all of her high school. She's been out for almost 10 years and it's still here. So, it's time. So declutter, get it accessible so that you can get to it. Make it something that you can use. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about how it looks. Make it good for you. Thank y'all. I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little motivation. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Haven't heard from a lot of you in a long time. I don't know what's going on, but I miss y'all. So leave me a few comments, and I hope I'll see you on the next video.